Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is Real Crime Uncovered. Today's story is about the demon in between some men's legs. Yeah, some men have decided to make their third leg a demon to themselves. So on the 31st of May 2018, a man named Mr. Amechi Ogo returned to his house during the day and demanded to make love to his wife. For reasons known best to his wife or to both of them, the wife declined. She did not oblige him that request. Few minutes or moments after that conversation went on between husband and wife, the wife decided to step out of their house to run some errands as usual. What the wife did not have an idea of was that her husband had made up his mind that he was going to make love to any woman who was in sight that day, that very moment, within that house. Now that meant that even their 4-year-old daughter wasn't exempted from the calculation. So a neighbor of Mr. Amechi Ogo heard their daughter crying, and the neighbor decided to check what was happening. And to the shock of that neighbor, Mr. Amechi was caught right in the act, having carnal knowledge of his 4-year-old daughter. Unbelievable. The neighbor raised alarm, and unfortunately, Mr. Amechi got away before people could come around, apprehend him, and hand him over to the police. The matter was reported to the police anyway, and the Sexual Offences Department of the Ministry of Justice Delta State got wind of it, and they took over the matter. Eventually, Mr. Amechi was arrested and charged to court for rape. He was charged before Delta State High Court sitting in Asaba, Delta State. So his trial began. After his arrest, he made a confessional statement. He told the police that he did committed the crime. He did rape his 4-year-old daughter, but he claimed that a herbalist, a native doctor, had placed hands on him and asked him to sleep with any woman that he came across that day. So the police took his confessional statement, which they tendered as evidence during his trial. The neighbor who caught him in the act also testified for the prosecutor, as well as the testimony of the victim. So his trial went on since that moment up till February 2023, when the judge was set to deliver judgment on the matter. Justice Flora Azinge was set to deliver her judgment on the matter on the 4th of February 2023. And she stated that even though Mr. Amechi Ogo had disowned his confessional statement during his trial, the confessional statement he had earlier made after his arrest, he denied it during his trial. But the judge opined that even though he denied that confessional statement, the testimony of the neighbor who caught him right in the act, as well as the account of the victim of the rape, was sufficient and had proven beyond reasonable doubt that indeed Mr. Amechi Ogo committed the crime of rape as against Section 218 of the Criminal Code Law of Delta State. Therefore, he was sentenced to life imprisonment. Justice Azinge, while delivering her judgments, condemned the actions of the accused in every strong word. She described him as a pedophile, and she stated that his actions of raping his 4-year-old daughter is callous, animalistic, and barbaric. Frankly, every word Justice Azinge used to describe Mr. Amechi Ogo is perfect for a man like him. It is quite an animalistic behavior for a father to have carnal knowledge of his child, of his daughter, irrespective of the age. It is quite animalistic. It is barbaric and it is callous. But the long arms of the law have finally caught up with him, and this is justice served hot for the defendant or the accused. For me personally, justice isn't complete until the victim gets rehabilitated, until she gets the desired therapy that she needs. If care isn't taken, that trauma could last a lifetime. And it's not enough that her father has been sentenced to jail. She needs to go through the right stages of therapy to ensure that she has her sanity intact while growing up in the society. The good thing is that Delta State is one of those states in Nigeria that domesticated the VAP law. And not just the VAP law, Delta State has a register for sexual offenders. Now, isn't that impressive? Not all states in Nigeria have a register for sexual offenders, so they don't keep track. And it's not just about keeping track, it is about naming and shaming them. So Delta State the Ministry of Justice have proceeded to register Mr. Amechi Ogo's name on the sexual offenders register of Delta State, and that will also be transmitted into the national database. I think it's simply amazing. It is amazing that the states are taking bold steps to ensure that these evil behaviors are curbed from the society, and it is highly applaudable. So thus far in Delta State, there is a register for sexual offenders. You could just check that register to know the people who have been convicted of rape and their sentences if they have completed their jail terms. And even after they have completed their jail terms, knowing them will help the society to be wary of them, to be careful about leaving their children, and even the adults will be careful being around them. That itself is a form of deterrence for others. So guys, have you subscribed to my channel yet? If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button and turn on your notification button so when next we upload a story, you'll be the first to know. In the meantime, take care of yourself, take care of your emotions, take care of your mental health, be kind to yourself and be kind to the people around you, and always stay safe. I'm Dr. Oluko and I love you.